a whole lot to say. So.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward position. Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Noel in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Now here's Payton. Barrett dishes to Bullock. Back to Barrett. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. One-on-one fast break. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Hunter.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Payton passes to Barrett. Hunter grabs the miss. Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thank you, David.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Young passes to Capella. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Payton. And it's Noel missing.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Young against Noel, and he gets the bucket.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Young against Payton.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Bogdanovich, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty, RJ Barrett, knocks it down.
And Bones, when you look at RJ Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
Here's Randall after Clint Capella's bucket. Count the basket. Randall's got his second bucket.
The muscle and the intensity there from Randall showing off, and he converts through contact.
Now, here is Young. Here's the teardrop. That one goes in.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Now, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Here's Barrett following the basket by Trae Young. Unloads from 13. And it's Bullock missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100%.
Shout out sa iyo, Jacqueline Bandoquilo. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
Trying to get open is Randall, and it's Payton. That time on the assist by Barrett.
Good show of confidence. Payton looking good, trying his luck from the interior that time.
Young finds Capella. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Atlanta with the ball. Young dishes to Collins. And there's the pass to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Randall passes to Noel. Pass to Barrett. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
So it's the Knicks now after the basket by Atlanta. Payton passes to Randall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Now, here's Bullock. No points in the game yet for him. Inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And how about Randle just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get his shot off.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
One shot.
Seventh pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randle is he falls into that category as a tweener, maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the 3-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
Passes to Capella. Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 10. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
Does it get any easier than this? Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
To the paint. Here's Randle. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Young dishes to Hunter. outside Collins. He kicks it to Young. Back to Collins. Fader on the way. And again, it's Atlanta.
From the middle, part of Collins' game that is developing. Nice work, and that's paying off.
Pass to Barrett. New York moving it around. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Barrett's got 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
He's jacked in for the Knicks. Burks comes in for R.J. Barrett. Atlanta making some changes. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that, but this young player has a drive and a will. And I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
And they're beginning to just
Shout out sa'yo, Ray Razonable. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Williams looking around. Gallinari outside. That shot off. Rose with some nice D. Fast break. Here we go. To the inside. Burks. The shot. No good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Snell, the pass to Herter. And here's Gallinari. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Easy to forget that sometimes Gallo is 6'10", so skilled and is aggressive down there, making the D get physical with him.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically. But they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now here's Williams following the miss by Derrick Rose. The shot by Williams, no good. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Burks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Gallinari.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Williams kicks to Gallinari. Back to Williams. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Gallinari inside the 3-point line. Offline from the top of the key. Knox the pass to Rose. Ball's knocked loose. That gives them the lead. Rose has got his second basket.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Gallinari with it. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Bucket is good. Burks has got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here is Williams. Over Toppin. That one a little long.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
It's deflected. Here's Snell to the paint. Here's Okongwu. Okongwu controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Knox. He's guarded by Williams. Inside. Rose. Good. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Herter passes to Williams. No good with the wing jumper.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Takes the 3. Here's Toppin. That one goes. Count it. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Julius Randle getting it done for New York. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, you know, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Okongwu. Williams is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Herter in at the small forward spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. And for New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. The first one falls. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Here's Williams. There's the dish to Dunn. That one doesn't drop. The Knicks go the other way with it. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Payton against Dunn. To the inside. Here's Toppin. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail it. Now Dunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gallinari. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
Here's Payton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for Burks. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Young outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Bullock with it. He's against Young. There's Noel. And Capella sends it back. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Here's Barrett. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. On against Payton. The pass to Bogdanovic. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Kept kept alive. Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 8 points.
And when Young does this on the offensive glass, he can pile up big nights in the scoring column.
Pass to Noel. Kicks it to Barrett. Passes it to Knox. Misses the baby hook. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
For Atlanta, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he makes the first.
Bogdanovich, another one of those draft players that gets stashed overseas for a few years, drafted back in 2014 by the Kings before coming over for the 17-18 season.
Julius Randle's checked in for Knox. And a change for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's tipped. Young with the steal. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Looking to end the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Peyton.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And he can't hit the second.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Peyton. 5 points in the game. Now, here is Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Knicks trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-5 run. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Barrett. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Young for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Payton outside. Down low. And Randall throws it down.
You wonder if the coaching staff is encouraging these kind of nights and aggressive play from Randall to take over.
Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Goes up again and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Barrett. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Young with the ball. 10 points for him. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. It's deflected. And here they come. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land. Randall's got 18 points in the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Capella. Randall brings the double team. 5 to shoot. Collins, good.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Pass to Randall. Barrett for 3. They grab their own miss, and it's in there. Noel's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Payton against Young. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
New York calls timeout.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about NEWYORK's Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Barrett kicks to Noel. Pass to Rose. Noel against Capella. And Capella sends it back.
quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
First free throw is good. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
The Knicks making a switch here. Toppin's checked in, and so Young nails them both.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
Noel passes to Rose. Atlanta leading by 6. Hunter kicks to Snell. Young outside from past the arc. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the feed to Barrett. And it's blocked.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
Rose against Young. He gets it in there.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Young against Rose. Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It felt like RJ did a great job there of just baiting the defense in order to get the contact.
The Knicks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
You can count on RJ Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination, and at some point will lead a ball club.
Burks, he's checked in for New York. And then for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And the second free throw, good. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the paint, here's Okongwu. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Rose. The Hawks have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Knox, he's checked in for Barrett. And that one falls for Okongwu.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Snell, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. And here's Burks. He has 6. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now Gallinari. Young outside. Feeds to Okongwu. Back to Young. It's blocked. And a fast break now for New York. Burks leading the charge. And the Knicks miss again. Atlanta leading by 8. Young dishes to Okongwu. To the inside. Basket good. Okongwu's now got 5 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Burks, and he makes good on the layup. Burks has got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Young outside. Here's Okongwu. Got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's Rose. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 8 points for him.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
And Young, here we go. That one good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 8.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Rose passes to Burks. The pass to Toppin. And it's good for 2.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
The Hawks leading by 6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Rose.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And tonight, a look at perhaps the future of the league, but it takes time, as you know, Steve, to build that.
You're right, Kevin. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these players still with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow, but I love what I'm seeing.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Now here's Randall. And Capella sends it back. And here's Bogdanovich. Young outside. Here's Capella. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. As far as the key factor in this game, he said defense is the focus. He said our shot blocking anchors us inside. It's something we can count on. Of course, the rest of our defensive execution is just as important. They have to be in total lockdown mode defensively tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thanks for that report. Focusing on the defensive end. Greg, we'll see if they can get the stops.
Staying connected to shooters. I think if they can do that, they have a great chance to be successful.
And that's going to take great communication out on the perimeter. Expect them to switch quite a bit.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall.
Still looking for improvement from the line. Randall could pick up a couple extra points a game if he did.
Both free throws good from Randall. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Young passes to Capella. Here's Bogdanovich, stolen by Bullock. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And he makes that one.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. They get it again. Clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. And another shot. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's laid up and in by Young.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Young's shot is off.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Barrett kicks to Payton. Pass to Noel. Now the feed to Bullock, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Young for 3. Collins passes to Hunter. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Getting points within the flow of the offense. DeAndre Hunter playing to his strengths and rarely forcing anything.
Here's Payton. And Randall throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
The Knicks leading by 6. Kicks it to Payton. Inside. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Collins.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Barrett with the ball. But they recover it. Noel passes to Payton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Payton. And both free throws good for Payton. The Hawks trail by 6. Young outside. 3-pointer. Bullock with the rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
New York, no good that time either.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
GA, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
To the middle. Trying to get open is Randall.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Passes it to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. Young's got his second basket of the game. Here's Payton. And they double up Payton. The pass to Bullock. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Bullock missing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Young's shot is off.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Randall finds Payton. To the inside. Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Payton, and they double up Payton. For 3, Bullock. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Randall. And Capella over to help. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
I love Hunter's athleticism and versatility as a finisher in transition.
Now Payton. And they double up Payton. Pass to Noel. To the paint. Here's Barrett. And Capella sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Young against Payton. And Young, here we go. That ties the game. Young's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Hawks on D. Back to Burks. Williams against Rose. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Six on the shot clock. Quickly. A floater, and Williams with the nice bucket inside.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here's Rose. Burks looking around. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the way up. Burks has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
Right side, Williams. He kicks it to Gallinari. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New York.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Herter passes to Williams. Over Rose. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
The dish to Burks. Goes up at the stripe. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Herter, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Burks. Here's Knox. He's guarded by Williams. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got his second basket.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Williams against Rose. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Tries again. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Following up on the miss, one thing about Gallinari, cannot question his work ethic.
Passes it to Toppin. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rose, no good. Atlanta's shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Tony Snell. New York shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Burks with it. Okongwu covering. Burks can't get it to go. The Hawks trailing. Here's Herter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
Both good from the line that time. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Rose. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Herder passes to Gallinari. Williams looking around. Six to shoot. Julius Randle getting it done for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And so it's Atlanta with it. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Williams. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Dunn, and it's Herder in at the 3 spot. Burks the pass to Rose. And there's the call on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul. There's the pass to Burks. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Burks with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He stands 6'6". He's a combo guard. Burks is capable of handling and creating for others.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. He dishes it to Williams. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Rose passes to Knox. Here's Toppin. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Burks with the steal. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Rose can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Williams can't hit. The Knicks leading by 4. Burks for 3. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 6.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Rose with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Burks. Here's Toppin. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds in this game. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Knox has got 5 points now this quarter.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. The layup missed. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Rose passes to Knox. Gallinari brings the double team, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Knicks now, and stolen by Okongwu. Rose against Dunn. Some solid defense from Rose.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Strength, focus, hard-hat approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
New York calls timeout. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
With a completely new group on the floor. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Back to Barrett. To the wing right side. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Payton outside.
Solid contest from Hunter, using his length to his advantage on the defensive end.
And finished off by Collins.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats. And so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. He hits both from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
It's stolen by Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
Showing not just the dominance, but the creativity. Randall with the highlight reel play.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Unable to get that one. So New York will take it the other way. Bullock with it, guarded by Hunter. Bullock kicks to Payton. Pass to Barrett. Inside. Some nice passing by New York here. No good on the triple. The Hawks trail by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Elfrid Payton. The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Bullock. Payton against Young. Payton right side. Here's Randall. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Have to block out Randall. He's an absolute beast on the offensive boards.
Young passes to Collins. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Payton left side. And Payton throws it down hard.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Passes it to Capella. Payton against Young. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock, but they'll get another chance. Here's Hunter. And that one goes long. The Knicks leading by 7. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
We're getting used to this sight. Julius Randle going to the line. Each year, he just becomes harder to defend.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Both free throws good from Randall. So it's the Hawks now. 9-point game. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Capella finds Bogdanovich. Young with the ball. Outside Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich. That's for 2. Offensive rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on NEWYORK Noel.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
That free throw missing.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
He hits the second from the line. And so Payton will bring it up for New York. And the pass to Randall. Collins comes over with the double team. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Here's Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Atlanta. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. You know, Greg, you asked Barrett, he said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
5 on the clock. Here's Snell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
Here's Payton. 6 points for him. And it's Noel missing.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And that one, good.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Now Barrett. Out to the right wing. Now here's Bullock. He's guarded closely. Shoots. Kept alive by New York. And it's Noel missing. The Hawks trail by 6. That's a 2 from Snell. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Snell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Tony Snell makes everything look so smooth. Off the bounce, he's under control, and that's a nice pull-up.
Here's Payton. That shot off. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. To the middle, deflects the pass. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
As usual, beasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
For Atlanta, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can tack from inside as well as outside.
And so Collins nails both of them.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
That ties it up. Dunn's got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Alec Burks checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Peyton. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Dunn misses. New York's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. That one drops for him.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
Dunn passes to Collins. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Noel. Outside Rose. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Bogdanovich, and the rejection by Noel. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. Fast break chance, and the shot goes in. Burks has got his second bucket.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich against Barrett. Capella inside. And the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Toppin, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. .141 left to play here in the half. Rose against Dunn. And it's good, 2 points. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
Here's Snell. Burks covering. Gallinari. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. New York with the foul. The Hawks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first one falls.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for John Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Chris Dunn. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Rose goes in. Okongwu grabs the board.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Count it. Okongwu's now got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Here's Rose. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Molinari dishes to Williams. Teardrop shot. Count that one. 8 points for Lou Williams.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Kicks to Rose. Here's Burks. And it's blocked. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Even though Tony Snell is an efficient shooter, he's never finished a season scoring in double figures.
The Hawks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so Snell nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Williams against Rose. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. That shot misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly because that's what they do.
Yeah, they got a young star in Trae Young. The Hawks are waiting for the talent around them to develop, but Trae Young is the man.
Yes, I believe. Last season, the Hawks played their rookie-heavy minutes. But the team needs some veterans who've been in this position to play some heavy minutes as well.
So you got that too. The Hawks fly. It's a.
I caught it.
Yeah,
I caught it.
I didn't.
It wasn't that good.
What was that, Shaq? It was a hawk. Again?
Yeah. It's a hawk. That's the hawk. That's a Newark hawk.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Reggie Bullock is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Noel in at the 5. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly, gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And the Hawks with possession here. Capella finds Williams. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Payton passes to Bullock. To the inside. Randall. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. At the top of the key, Williams. Back to Collins. Now, here's Hunter. Garrett covering. Shot from 16. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's Barrett on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game. A versatile guard, flash forward who wants to keep improving.
And he knocks down the first one. Young's checked in for the Hawks. Good on both. Now here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Barrett. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's the Hawks leading. Here's Young. Collins trying to break free. Shots good from Young. Young's got 8 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Payton kicks to Bullock. Count it. Young, he'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Atlanta with the ball. Collins kicks to Hunter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Noel. Randall passes to Barrett. It's stolen by Capella. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Hunter. Here's Collins. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Collins has got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta. Here's the pass to Noel. Here's Barrett. And stolen by Hunter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. 2 points. That one goes. And now a 6-point Hawks lead.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all. Up
top, Barrett. He's guarded by Collins. He gets that one. Randall's got 18 points.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Collins passes to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Bullock. Capella. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And here's Barrett. He has 6. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Bogdanovich, no luck.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
No good on that one. So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second. Atlanta leading by 5. Young with the ball. 10 points for him. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Capella. And the rejection by Noel. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Barrett is running. Here's Randall. Plays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Because of this great combination now where he can attack the rim and stretch the floor, Randall has many more big nights.
Here's Herter. Young drives in. Collins trying to break free. A nice shot by Young.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Noel up top. Got a piece of it. Here's Herter. He's covered by Noel. Feeds it to Young. Shoots from 12. Second shot opportunity. And Capella with a nice bucket inside. Capella's got 11.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
New York moving it around. And Randall throws it down.
That's 250 pounds coming down on the rim. Randall attacking with ferocity.
Here's Herter. He's defended by Randall.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Culinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Hawks on D, leading by 5. Back to Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there it is for him. 8 points for him.
Sick handles from Derrick Rose. Off the dribble, he's pretty good.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free and to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game. People were really, generally happy for Derrick Rose.
The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. And Young, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Rose finds Burks. At the elbow, Randall. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Gallinari. He feeds it to Okongwu. To the left wing. Here's Hurt. Burks covering. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Rose with the ball. Okongwu covering. It's good. And the Hawks lead has got back down to 5 as they get the points there from Rose. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari against Randall. Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Kevin Knox is checked in for Randall. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for Chris Dunn. So he gets them both. Knicks trail by 7. So here's Burks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's a regular at the free throw line. Burks knows how to put the onus on the officials.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
Tony Snell's checked in for Trae Young. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Here's Herter. He kicks it to Williams. Gallinari surveying the D. Passes to Herter. On the wing, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials call a traveling violation. Hawks making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Rose. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Derek is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Floats one up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Rose. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
He's off on the second. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Knicks. Some nice passing by New York here. The pass to Rose. Here's Knox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gallinari down low. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
New York calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And there's the feed to Rose. Offensive rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Nerlens Noel checks in for New York. For New York, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Here's Burks. And yes, it's good. Burks has got 8 points. Atlanta's shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Down low, here's Capella. Hangs in the air, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 15.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Goes up on top. He's guarded by Williams. Quickly. Rebound, Atlanta. Gallinari's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
.144 left to play in the third. Gallinari on the wing over Noel, and it's Gallinari missing. Knicks trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gallinari with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Herter. Back to Gallinari. Over Noel. And he hits the jump shot. Gallinari's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
Here's Rose. And the Knicks miss again. Atlanta's shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Williams. Gallinari outside. Lets it go with a 3. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Burks can't get it to go.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Snell, the pass to Capella. Now Gallinari. He has 6. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. They could use a bucket, and Toppin throws it down.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Williams at the 1.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Payton the bounce pass. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gallinari. He misses the free throw. And the Knicks making a change here. Barrett's checked in. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Good on the second free throw. Atlanta leading by 5. Outside Williams. In the corner, it's Hunter. That shot, no good. And New York the other way now.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Bullock kicks to Payton. Here's Barrett. Good work there as it goes.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Passes it to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Payton against Williams. With the floater, it's that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Going teardrop, Lou Williams, pulling out all the moves. He's got them.
Here's Barrett, and he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Here's Williams. It counts, and the foul. It's on Elfrid Payton.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
Randall's checked in for Toppin.
What's up?
throw good, Lou Williams. Knicks trail by 6. It's Noel atop the key. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Barrett, no good.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Barrett. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Randall. To the middle. And Noel throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is Young. Here's Bogdanovich in Atlanta again with the bucket.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Payton dishes to Bullock. To the paint. Collins with some nice D. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Knicks trail by 10. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Randall, it doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Bogdanovich. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. For New York, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Now the pass to Bullock. Back to Payton. 5 to shoot. And Capella sends it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Hawks leading by 12. Outside Collins. There's the dish to Young. And it's off from three-point range. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Bullock. Inside. Here's Randall. Back to Bullock. Down low. Randall no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Hunter no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The Hawks shooting here about 46% for the game. Young against Noel. 17-foot shot on the way. Young, no good. Knicks trail by 12. Barrett with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And that one falls for Barrett. And here's Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 8 points in the quarter.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Back to Payton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Payton against Young. This one for three. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Barrett, and Capella sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Derrick Rose is checked in for New York. And Capella over to help, and slam dunk by Noel.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. To the middle, here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got 12 points in just the second half. Pass to Randall. Feeds it to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here is Young. Outside Collins. To the inside, Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
To Randall. Over Collins. Rebound Atlanta. Young taking his time here. Looking to end his cold spell. Good on the shot. And now it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it. Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thanks, David. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now, here is Young, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And it's Bullock in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Fires it up. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Now here's Rose. Following the miss by Julius Randle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. 9-point game. Young outside. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. And the rejection by Noel. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Shout out sa'yo Rafael Sordan. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Back to Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark. Bullock with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Passes it to Barrett. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Young passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. And Collins gets double teamed. Back to Capella. Shot clock at 5. Young from outside hits it from 3-point range. Young's got 21.
He's calm, he's confident. Young has that it factor.
Rose against Young. And the wide open shot from Rose. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Atlanta.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did, and I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Clint Capella.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They lead by 4. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. So both teams making some changes here. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trey, he's always right in the middle of things.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Bogdanovich. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barrett. Drops in the short one.
And coming through in a big way, you have to love Barrett there, taking over down the stretch.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Trey, this is a young team. So what is the chemistry and connection that lets you play together so well?
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. I mean, you can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I mean, I love this group.
Well, congrats on the win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.